Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Twin Soul 717 and this is a love reading for air signs. It's a timeless reading, so just for whenever you see it. Small amount of housekeeping. We're a high vibrational channel here, so comments are certainly welcome. Requests for future readings, I would love to help you out there. In the description box is information for private readings, donations to keep the channel free, anything like that. So have a read. So I have a set out of 3 oracle cards and then a 5-card spread for love reading, twin flame journey for the collective. So swap the energies as you need to. As we know, we talk about masculine and feminine, but it can be either or. Just if it resonates, that's great, and if it doesn't, jump on to another reader. I'm sure you'll find one of the many that are wonderful readers on YouTube. So to start off your reading for the oracle cards, so this is your past. So we have your past, your mind, your background, this one. So you have the Shaolin Master, and this is telling you to be graceful in movement and action. Be slow and steady, breathe and flow. Take a gentle approach. You're being guided to tap into your energy running through your body and preserve it to use at the right moment. You've adapted to a situation in your past that will require you to use this energy towards what you're actually working towards or working for. So your past has taught you to be disciplined, and you've become stronger from a negative or threatening time in the past. This may be the negative energy of an ex. It doesn't have to be. It could be a situation, work, could be anything. So you're being guided to flow like a river and connect with your purest intentions. There's no need to rush. Move with grace and to reach for your highest form from this past person or this incident. Refocus your gaze and your intention and move towards a brighter future. So your second card, this is your present, the body, the problem. So we have Mother Earth, and she's saying to feel loved and comforted. Allow yourself to be cherished. Mother Earth is protecting you with a shield of love and light. So you're being protected by Mother Earth, and in her eyes, you are always her child. And she will help you adapt as changes of life come your way. So for those of you that have been overwhelmed, felt out of control, you're now moving back into your more natural state. And this will bring you peace and clarity. So it's an openness that you've been missing. Your disconnection in love in the past, it's being addressed by the universe. So reground yourself and allow yourself to heal and clear any blockages that are preventing you from making this connection with a new person or your twin. And the third card, so the third card, this is your future, spirit, advice. And we have the Peacekeeper, and she's saying, let go of the need to be right. Choose peace and happiness over the need to be right. Rather than trying to prove a point, save your energy for what is actually important. So you're being guided to surrender the need to fight and offer harmony instead. So for those of you with an ex that you've been fighting with, it's wasted energy. There are just some battles you will never win. So you're being asked to move like fluid water. When you hit an obstacle, take the path of least resistance and go around. There are truly times where it is literally a waste of breath. So for your future, it becomes irrelevant who was actually right and who was wrong, no matter what the argument was. So, and the past is in the past, so allow it to be there. Release the negative and old energy so that you can move forward to a happy and blessed union with your true divine person, your true twin. The longer that you hold on to this negative energy, the longer the healing takes to be completed, and the longer you will be in non-union. So you're being reminded by this ancestor wisdom that the truth will always be revealed in the end. And if there's anything in the past that's negative that you've been fighting to bring to the forefront for indiscretions from an ex or something like that, it will eventually come out. You don't need to continue to fight to bring it out yourself. The love spread itself, Your first card, we have the Four of Air, and this is your situation. This could be another air sign, could be you. So the feeling here is one of calm, which is in stark contrast to the previous card, which is a Three of Air, the Three of Swords, where there could have been a third party situation, which doesn't have to be another person. The ex could have been devoted to their job, their family, mummy's boy, anything like that. It doesn't have to be a competitive love interest at all. So this certainly won't be for all of you, but it is definitely for some. I can feel there is definitely for some. And that's showing, this is why there's actually been so much hostility in the past. So this card is a reflection of your sense of peace and calm and relaxation that you're attempting to regain back into your life. And you want the pain of the past to stop so you can move on and have the peace that you actually crave. This feeling is is of you actually coming out of retreat, out of hiding and back into the world. The second card, this is the Emperor. This is your challenge, and this is a fire energy. So your person could actually be an Aries, a fire sign. It's very masculine energy, although it doesn't have to be a male, remember. It can be a same-sex union, two women. This is someone who is driven by their ego, I'm feeling. It's an older energy, although they don't have to actually be older than you. Who has this sense of authority and control, or they had over you, and they're trying to keep that over you. Especially those of you who have young children, where there's child support involved, custody agreements, anything like that. Like, that's a really strong sense at the moment. So it's someone who's domineering and doesn't communicate very well at all. They just want what they want, and they want you to do what you're told and not to argue. So the relationship would have become quite stifling if your partner was actually too serious and too domineering. So if this was a narcissistic energy, they have no control over you now if you don't allow them to. And it's usually the control that they actually want. So if you release the energy, ground yourself, bring your inner happiness back into its true being, it severs the cords. And then when you release yourself, they usually try that a little bit harder for a while, and then they realise that they just don't have you anymore. And then they'll try to find another victim, which unfortunately is the way it tends to go. But it does release them from you, so it's good for you in that way. So this will allow you to be released and reborn. I also pulled a clarifier on this one. I felt like it needed it. And this is actually the number 20. It's an awakening card, which is the judgment card in this deck. So you're being prompted to rise above the clouds, where you'll actually find clarity. So this card is guiding you to forgive yourself for whatever's happened in the past, for allowing yourself to be controlled, for anything that's happened, and reawaken to your actual true divine nature. So you can't control the past or the actions of an ex or whatever it was, but you can release that old energy and allow yourself to embrace this new future, this new path being laid at your feet by the universe. So you can see the past as the history lesson that it was, and it's a history that will be of both beautiful and broken things that have brought you here to this time and this place now, where the forgiveness of the spirit is the remedy for your beautiful future ahead. So your third card, this is your guidance card, and this is the messenger of fire. So you're being guided to basically show up, stand up, have determination for a new adventure, a new future. And this feels like you're on the road to healing and to move onwards, to be unstoppable, to create and co-create all that you deserve with a new person, your twin or a soulmate. It's got... it's asking you to trust in your vision, remain true to yourself and what you value the most, So to keep your standards high, don't deviate from, so you don't go backwards at all with an ex or with another person with the same sort of personality. And if you don't deviate, this will bring you into alignment so you can manifest what you truly value and truly desire. So your fourth card this is your focus, and you have the World card. And this is you being called to shift your perspective on your life right now. Remember that you're a divine being and in touch with spirit. You are never alone. You can move forward without fear. The universe will always provide all that you need. So you're a powerful creator and in connection with spirit right now. So you can keep on the spiritual path and gain the union with a new person, your twin that you desire. Remember to release the attachments to the outcome so that the dreams you're manifesting can come towards you. It's that manifesting what you want. You know what you don't want. You know what you do want. Ask for what you want, manifest what you want, and then release it and allow it to come to you. Do not hold yourself to the outcome, because you'll set up a resistance and you stop it. And then lastly, this is your outcome card. You have the Queen of Earth, and this is you in the future, practical and grounded. A divine one who has tended to your own garden, to your own spirit, to your own self, and grown into a beautiful, earthy and trustworthy queen. So this is your future when you disconnect from that old energy, the ex, the negative situation that you were faced with in the past. And you're being guided to use all the resources that are available to you to bring this beautiful and bountiful future into alignment with your energy and to make it a reality. So that's actually a really positive reading, which is really lovely to do. So that's it for me. But like I said, any questions for future readings, please don't hesitate to ask. I'd love to help. So until next time, love, luck and blessings.